What's up, welcome back to my channel, the #1 place for entrepreneurs and business owners. In today's video, I will walk you through the step-by-step method on how to create the perfect lead magnet for your industry. So be sure to stay all the way until the end, because by the end of this entire video, you're gonna learn how to create the best lead magnet for your industry and how do you attract using this lead magnet to attract the best prospects to you. You do not want to beg for them, you want to be attracting them instead. So let's dive right into it. The first thing you want to be doing is to create a lead magnet that solves a problem. This is where many immature, many beginner and rookies actually make this mistake. They do not create a lead magnet that actually solves a problem. Many times people create a lead magnet that they assume are perfect, but when they roll it out to the market, they're like, oh my god, no one wants it. Has this ever happened to you? When you feel like that thing is so great, but when you roll it out to the market, no one wants it. Or on the other hand, you find that thing that is not that great, but when you roll it out, somehow people just want it. So that's why you need to create a lead magnet that solves a problem. Well, how do you know how to create a lead magnet that actually solves a problem? This is where you need to look into doing this thing that's called market research. Market research is extremely important. Whatever business you're in, whether or not you're a network marketer today, you're a real estate agent, you're a unit trust agent, you're an insurance agent, or you are simply a business owner today, you want to be doing market research. Every single one of you, if you're in sales, you're doing a business, you need to perform this thing that's called market research, where you want to be asking your audience a series of questions to find out what their problem is. How did I create this, my signature program that's called Passionpreneur Academy? I created Passionpreneur Academy to help agents and business owners like you to get leads on automation. That's because I have done a lot of market research. I've asked a lot of people, potential students of mine back then when I started on in my journey, and I asked them, what is the problem that you guys are struggling with? And every single one of them came back to me saying that they do not have leads. They need to hunt for leads, they need to cold call, they need to beg for reference, and all this kind of thing. Hence, I created a signature program that's called Passionpreneur Academy. If you want to know more about it, then click the link down below to join my free masterclass, where I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to create the entire lead automation system. But back to today's topic is you need to be able to do a market research to ask your audience. Just ask them simple question. Hey, what kind of problem you're facing right now? And then they will give you feedback. You do not ask your partner, you do not ask your friends unless they are your target audience. What you want to be asking is your target audience. You do not ask me unless I'm your target audience. So you need to be asking your target audience. That's where a lot of people make a mistake as well. They tend to ask like their friends, their close friends, their partner to see whether what they're doing is something that they want. But in fact, they are not your target audience. So remember to please ask your target audience. Ask them a serious question. Ask more, the more the better, so you can have a huge data to see whether or not what problem that you have, and then you do the lead magnet based on their problem. You do not form the lead magnet first. You ask them first. The worst thing that can happen is you spend a lot of times researching and doing a certain lead magnet, and then when you roll it out, no one wants it. That will be a waste of your time, waste of your energy, and you do not want something like this to happen. So you want to be asking them what is their problem first, take that feedback, and then do the lead magnet. And you can guarantee that people want it because you have done your market research. Do your homework first. So the second thing is you want to make your lead magnet specific. I get it, every single one of you here are an expert today, and you feel like you want to be teaching people a lot of stuff. You want to be helping them. Let's say you're a real estate agent today, you want to be helping them something from A to Z to find out what is the best real estate for them. Or you're a network marketer that is selling fitness, health product, and for health you have a lot of things that you want to be telling, you want to be sharing a lot of things. I get it. But for your lead magnet, you only want to be targeting one problem. After you have found a problem, you only want to target one problem. If they have given you a series of problems, then form different lead magnet. Do not form one lead magnet that targets every single problem. Otherwise, it's too broad. You want to be specific. You want to go down, narrow down as deep as possible into one thing, rather than going broad and touching here a bit here and there. And that doesn't create a good lead magnet. A lead magnet that is good is you go deep down into it. Like for me, I'm helping agents and business owners to get more leads into your business using automation, and that's the system that I created that's called Lead Automation System inside my signature program that is called Passionpreneur Academy. Now, if I were to create a lead magnet to maybe attract more prospects of mine, all these leads of mine, they are agents or business owners who are struggling to get leads, I know that the entire system requires this. A lot of things that is requiring. They need to be looking for traffic, they need to have a perfect offer, they might need to have an entire funnel to set up as well so that their automation will be entirely set up. But how am I supposed to create everything inside a lead magnet? It's too broad for them. They will be very, very overwhelmed and then they learn nothing. That is not a quick read, all right? You do not want to create something that is long, lengthy, and eventually people like, oh, this sounds very complicated, sounds really tough, and I do not want something like this. So you want to be really specific. Back in the old days, when I was doing unit trust, when I was selling unit trust, when I was once a unit trust consultant, I used to do a lead magnet that is called the FD, Fixed Deposit Report, where I look into researching the top 10 Malaysian banks because I was having a lot of prospects of mine who wanted this, and I was thinking to give them out and so that they can like maybe pass this on to more friends, and then when they opt in, I will have their contact names. I will have their contact numbers and all this thing. So that was something that I wanted to create back then. And when I created that thing, it did really, really well because what? I have actually done my market research. I've asked my audience what is it that they want. And secondly, after I've done the market research, I roll it out to be very specific in only creating a fixed deposit report. That was all I was doing. So you need to be really, really specific. And I've met students of mine who are in a real estate space. So he's a real estate agent and he has done this lead magnet that has like a market value for that specific area because he's only targeting that specific area, and he did all the research for the market value for the entire place, and whoever wants it will need to give me their email address, and this is how it works for lead magnet. So in order for you to create your best lead magnet, this is something you want to do. You need to be as specific as possible. Third, you need to promise a quick win. Lead magnet is not for you to create something like an ebook that has 100 over pages. No. People need something that they can plug and play. They want something that gives them a very, very quick win. Something that they can hack, something they can copy, ethically steal from you. They want something that is quick, something that you are giving them, let's say a template, a cheat sheet, a blueprint. All these things are something that they can plug and play really, really fast. They do not want to read and learn because something that requires learning is very, very tough. Like you want them to learn about the entire property market. You want them to, you're maybe an expert in finance right now. You want to make them learn about the financial situation in today's world. No one will want to learn something like this. They want something that is really, really quick today. That is why a person wants to opt into your lead magnet. Otherwise, there is no point. I understand that a lead magnet is free, but people will still be doubting about it because there are a lot of people out there, a lot of agents and business owners are using this method already. If you want people to choose yours instead, you need to give them something that is quick so that they can deploy immediately. You can ethically steal my stuff. You can ethically steal my things right here, and then you can just do it for your own. And if you hear something like this, you'll be like, oh my god, I want it. Right? This is something that a lot of people will be amazed into, and that is something that they want. And again, if you want to download my actual and ethically steal my actual lead funnel, where you put this entire lead magnet after you set out this whole thing, how do you have this entire funnel to sell your lead magnet? If that is something that you want and you can ethically steal it, then click the link down below where I have the entire system for you. All you need to do is just click and steal it from me. Do you see what I'm doing here? Okay, this is the exact practitioner stuff that I'm coaching you right now, and to tell you this is exactly how you're doing it. You can just tell the person ethically steal. When a person be like, oh, I can just ethically steal it, then they will want it. So it's very, very simple into creating this. Now, a lead magnet is extremely important is because creating one will enable you to attract leads coming to you without you having to beg for them. The second thing about lead magnet is because in the online world, you know that all these followers, all these vanity metrics, all these likes and all this that you get, what if one day all these platforms disappear? You do not have all the database. So you want to be collecting more database as early as possible. So when you're giving a lead magnet, you're essentially asking for email address as well. And when you have that person's email address, you can do whatever you want because now you own the database. It's not controlled by Facebook, it's not controlled by Instagram, it's not controlled by YouTube. You want to own your lead magnet. That is the reason why every single time when you do something, you want to be having a lead magnet, ask them to go take the lead magnet, go take the lead magnet, because you want the database. That is why a lead magnet is extremely important. After you have this entire lead magnet, after you have created based on these 3 things right here, the lead magnet basically looks something like this. You have your free stuff here. This is your lead magnet. Basically, you want them to key in their name and their email address. It's just as simple as that. It's free. That is your lead magnet. Put in their name and email address. This is how you form the entire lead magnet. And if you want to download this entire system of how to create the entire funnel so you don't have to edit this entire thing yourself, that's where you click the link down below to grab and ethically steal my own actual funnel. I hope that this video is helpful for you. I do a lot more videos about social media marketing, so be sure to check out these 2 videos that I have for you as well. Again, I appreciate you and thanks for watching all the way. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.